I don't really make a YouTube video this fast, this often, because if you see my Toy Story 3 review, I usually gap out my videos. But this is something I really need to talk about. It's the Yellow Submarine remake that is going to be planned. It's going to be planned in 2012 by Disney. And it's going to be all completely different with different actors, and I've heard that from a few YouTube channels and a few YouTube videos and a couple of links online that they're not going to use the original Beatles songs. Either they're going to use redone songs or cover songs, which is going to be absolutely terrible. Like they're probably going to be used like stuff that you, for example, like the stuff from Across the Universe that they kind of redone the Beatles songs. They're kind of flipping a coin and thinking, are they going to redo the Beatles songs, or are they just going to find other people? So I heard that using the original track, the original Beatles tracks for Yellow Submarine, the soundtrack, not the album, but the soundtrack of the movie, because the soundtrack of the Yellow Submarine album and the movie soundtrack are completely different in a lot of ways. But you probably already know that. But just for the people that don't know. And also, I also saw some of the actors. It's very hard to make me believe that they can actually imitate the Beatles. I know it's not too hard to imitate the Beatles. I can do probably like 3 out of 4. But aside from that, it's also going to be in 3D, which is okay, acceptable. Also, I do not trust Disney that well. I do love Disney. They made a lot of classics. Even though I'm much older, I still watch the classics, smiling my way through the hour and 5-minute movie. But sometimes Disney should make classics, and sometimes they should stop touching stuff. Like, I know it's probably not their fault, and like maybe the script of the new Yellow Submarine movie was probably passed on to Disney, so it's probably not Disney's fault. It probably did not take it. It got the script handed to them. So, but even though Yellow Submarine is extremely kid-friendly, the Blue Meanies, are you kidding me? And I do believe it's kid-friendly, but sometimes I think Disney can go way too far. And even though that Yellow Submarine, the original 60s version that came out in the 60s, the original Beatles one, that one didn't really have violence or anything in it, but it had something. Like, I know it's extremely bland and extremely vague, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments on this, like saying why you thinking it's violence and stuff. I do not think it's violent. It's not violent at all. It's not even action. It's not even anything. But there is some meanness in it. Like, I don't know, freaking turning a person into stone or what. I don't remember. But even though that was passing for that, Disney's not going to do that. I already know that. Even if somebody tripped over a banana peel, they're not going to do it. So that's another problem, that they're not going to keep a lot of the good parts. They're already going to screw up the songs, which is already, excuse my language, bullshit. And they're also going to screw up a lot of crap. Like, they're screwing up everything. Because I accepted that they're going to make a remake. Either they're going to be a reimagined version or a remake. I accepted that. I'll be like, that would be kind of cool. But you know what? They keep taking more things away from the people that have seen the original Yellow Submarine and people that are aware of the Beatles, and it's just not gonna be and it's just gonna get worse and worse. It's probably gonna be one of the most disappointing movies since Head. I know a lot of people don't really know the Monkees, but that was a big disappointment, and even the Get Smart movie, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion. And also, I just don't believe that they're doing this. You know what they should do? And this is completely just something that just popped up in my head. You know what they should do? Instead of remaking the movie, why don't they just re-release it? Like a remastered, re-released version without that grainy and scratched up crap. Have it like crystal clear. Have the original movie with all that original crap in the and just re-release it. They re-released movies all the time, not like DVD remastered like the Star Wars series, but I'm talking about like actually back to the movie theaters. And do not alter anything except like make it more clear and make it more like make it stereo instead of mono, and like have just like better sound and better visual quality. But don't change anything. Don't add like a stupid ass gay Justin Bieber song in the end credits or anything. Leave it all together now, like that. Leave that ending part where they're all sitting there like, oh, and doing that whole ending part. Keep all that. But no, they want to try to change everything. You know, the industry nowadays, they like to have the critics and the people that see stuff beforehand. They want to have critics. They want to have these critics. They want them to think of the good ideas and have all the bad ideas on the big screen, and have all the good ideas in the other people's mind, thinking, you know what? If I directed it, this was what would happen, because this is not good. I don't know anything. It's coming out, I think, summer of 2012. I'm completely clueless on how it's going to be. This is just stuff I've seen online and YouTube videos. Maybe this whole remaking these Beatles songs and make them more pop-ish and make them more rappy than more like what stuff you would hear today. And that'll change anything. But I don't know exactly. I haven't seen it, obviously. No one has. They're still making it. They're still getting the stuff ready, because it's going to be released in summer 2012, and I don't know. You know, I just can't wait to see the movie, because I don't know if I'm right or wrong, because what do I know? And you probably know about the same as I do, or probably more, and that's probably about as high as I can go. It's probably about as much as I can say. I don't know exactly what to expect. This is kind of like an early review. I do not expect anything fairly decent anymore. I expect the Beatles, which that was my original expectations. My original expectations was I expect a damn good movie, a damn good remake, and then it lowers it further and further. Back then I believed, okay, I expect a pretty good movie. Then later I expected a Beatles movie. Now I expect a movie. And the other one I expect an angry mob. So now I expect an angry mob. So it's not that big of a deal. That's all I gotta say. It's not that huge of a deal, but I just want to get that word out that I think this Yellow Submarine idea is going way too far and going way too downhill. And I don't think this is going to turn out to be the movie that a lot of people have been looking forward to, if anyone were. This caught me by surprise. Alright, and this is Nick signing out. Good night.